Hey guys, welcome back to the DeeTimeLove show, and you join me at the DeeTime gym, you can call it that, little home gym. I'm about to jump on the cross trainer. Today I had planned to do a few videos in the car, a little drive through London, do a bit of sightseeing for you guys, maybe hit a bit of Bond Street as such. But guess what? The UK is out of fuel, and unfortunately I've only got about a 25-mile radius left on my car. So that's out of the picture now, unfortunately, guys. I just wanted to come on video to explain myself, because I did say to quite a few guys on the chat that I would basically do these drive through London on the weekend, talk watches. So unfortunately, I'm very frustrated. I'm stuck at home. It's a quick wristwatch check. I'm wearing the Yema Rallygraph cool watch, 39mm, nice French watch brand with a lot of heritage within motorsport, I have to say. But guys, I have to say, the UK at the moment, we're in real crisis. Don't get me wrong, we're not a third world country. There's many people suffering a lot worse than us, but we've never had it this bad in the UK. Now, it's a situation where we were suffering before the pandemic because of Brexit. The freedom of movement for people across Europe and people in the UK has diminished. That's no longer an option. And in turn, that's affected HGV drivers. We just don't have anybody to transport our produce, our fuel, to the UK and back. So export and import is a real problem for us here in the UK, and it's not getting better anytime soon. I first noticed the problem when I went to Worldtime UK at Heathrow Terminal 5. I went past 8 petrol stations, and that was a week ago. I've been looking at local petrol stations here in London. Central London is terrible. There's nothing available. We've really been hit hard. I mean, I spoke to one of the BP petrol owners, station owners I should say, and he says we haven't had supply for over 3 weeks. So he's literally just got his site open just for people to drop in and buy, I don't know, some tobacco, sweets, sandwiches or whatever. He's lucky enough to have Costa Coffee in his station there, so people pop in for their coffee intake in the morning. But they're really suffering as well. It's manic. There's been people having fights in the UK. There's been knifings. There's been queues wherever there is a petrol station in the UK. People are waiting up to about, I don't know, about 2 to 3 hours just to get some fuel. There are a few places where it's improved slightly, I've been told, but yeah, this is where we're at the moment, and it's not really because of the pandemic, it's because of Brexit. A lot of HGV drivers were no longer to be self-employed as well. They've had to move to IR35. So just sort of explain what that is. They would have to basically pay the same taxes as a normal employee. So they'd have to go through an umbrella company, a payroll company, where they would pay, you know, employees NI, two national insurances, a levy as well on the money that they're earning, and the actual payroll company take a big cut out of the actual salary they're going to intake. But the biggest problem is that they're not allowed to work in the UK at the moment. So a lot of them that never got citizenship in the UK have gone back to their residence in Europe or wherever it may be. So there's a real problem in the UK at the moment, and I don't think there's no incentive for HGV drivers to come back. One, the salary is not great. Two, they're only offering a work visa until Christmas. So put it to you like this, you know, the cost of living in the UK is relatively higher than most of Europe, especially in London and the surrounding areas. So there's a real issue, and you know, unless the UK opens up its borders and allows freedom of movement and gives people a 24-month minimal working visa to remain in the UK with the option of staying long term, I can't see the situation improving anytime soon. It's a matter of paperwork, I believe, legislation to allow these guys to come, but give them an incentive, may give them a £3,000 bonus just for signing on, you know, to coming back. Just give them something as an incentive to come back. Give them at least £3,000 sterling as some sort of relocation package to help them with the deposit, and bang, I think we're back on track. But It is Seiko Saturday, and those of you that think that I don't own any Seiko watches anymore and I've moved on, you couldn't be more wrong. I've got a couple here for you guys to check out. I have the Seiko Samurai limited edition, the Blue Lagoon. This watch has gone up in value actually. One of the first Seiko watches that I bought that went up in value. Very impressive indeed. And I've also got the Seiko Presage Old Fashioned limited edition. And this is a relatively, relatively expensive watch in terms of, for Seiko, that is for sure. I think they're about, I don't know, just under $700, £700 sterling here in the UK. And I've got it, and it's a very cool alligator watch. Now, I've actually given my Seiko SKX to my son as his first watch. He's only 7 years old, but I want him to get into mechanical watches because I've got a few Safe Queen watches. I've got a couple of Rolex watches in my deposit box that at some point that I want to pass them down to my son. So I've given him the Seiko SKX, but I have replaced it. I've replaced the Seiko SKX with a new generation. I'll reveal it on Thursday. It is a new Seiko, but I'm replacing with the SKX. I want you guys to guess, leave in the comment what Seiko you believe I've replaced the Seiko SKX. It is a far more premium Seiko, just to give you guys heads up. In comparison to the SKX, it's probably about, I don't know, 3-4 times more expensive than an SKX. Much more premium, I have to say, and it will be joining these two Seikos. I've let a lot of Seikos go over the years. Seiko watches are cool timepieces. They're really good to get into the hobby because the brand itself has some real heritage. They've got real substance behind the brand, and they're very cool and very respectable within the watch community. So can have a lot of fun with Seikos. And if you look back at my last video off the back of the Q&A, yeah, the watch community has changed a lot, because of all the watch dealers that are online, really pushing Rolex and all sort of investment pieces is a main attraction for them to get you to go in to buy a watch from them. They do sell a wide range of watches, but Seiko are really good for people joining the hobby. I can't stress that more. You get to appreciate quality timepiece with a watch brand that has some real historical substance behind what they've done, a real heritage in watchmaking, which is very cool indeed. I love the Seiko Samurai Blue Lagoon and the Seiko Presage line are very cool watches. You get the feel of sort of like a more dressy stroke leisure watch with very interesting dials. Let's see, I don't know how well you can see that. Look at that colour of the dial, very nice. Let's have a look at the Blue Lagoon. Very nice. Look at that colour, guys. You can't really go wrong with that. And this watch actually cost me, I think it was just under £500 sterling in the UK. And it's literally doubled in price in the last few years. So there you go. Certain Seiko watches are valuable. They do go up in value. This is a Prospects line model. It's not, an entry-level Seiko 5. Now you need to spend at least $500 to get any sort of Seiko Samurai, but they were a lot cheaper a few years back, and there was a limited edition that really did well. And at one point it went triple its price. I was absolutely shocked that people were selling these for about £1,500, £1,600 sterling, and people were buying them. But now there's a more realistic price. They've literally just doubled the price. But that dial, for me, is one of the best blues out there. The Blue Lagoon, very nice indeed, guys, I have to say. And I am excited about my new Seiko watch. I haven't bought a new Seiko. I haven't had the Seiko in my collection, a new one, for about, I don't know, a year or two now. So actually, that's a lie. That's a lie. I forgot about this. This is only about 7 months old, actually. I don't really wear it, to be fair. I've worn it once. I wore it to wear to work in the office, to be fair. I tend to walk to work, so the scary thing is I wouldn't wear a watch that's probably more valuable than £1,000 when I'm walking to work, because guys, I'll be honest with you, if you stand out, you're wearing a Rolex or even an Omega, it's going to get noticed and you might be a victim of crime, to be fair. So best to be safe. I do wear my Seikos into work. Another watch that I do tend to wear to work is my Raymond Weil Tango. I featured this watch many years ago on the channel. Yeah, it is what it is. I love the look of it. It's a very good quality timepiece. Raymond Weil in the UK are very popular. I don't know what the perception is of them overseas in the US or in Australia or in Europe. But in the UK, people are quite impressed with Raymond Weil, which to my surprise. I think this retails just above about £1,100 now in the UK, pounds sterling. They're a sort of entry-level luxury watch, I would say. Raymond Weil, sort of entry-level luxury. Go against Oris, I would say, those sort of brands. Yeah, they're not bad at all. You know, they cost around, I don't know, I think the cheapest ones are about £600-700, and they go up to about £5,000 sterling, to be fair. But a very nice looking watch. I like that rectangle look. Very nice indeed, guys. I don't know why we can see that in the video here, guys. But very cool watch as well. Another watch that you guys were asking me about was Zelos. I do have a Zelos, and one of my favourite watches is the Zelos Swordfish because of that beautiful dial. Beautiful watch indeed, I have to say. Quality is absolutely amazing. These watches, Zelos watches, were originally a Kickstarter watch a long time ago. These guys started off the appeal of micro brands. You know, these guys are no longer, in my opinion, a micro brand. They're a well-established watch brand. You know, they sell watches for about £11,000-12,000 sterling. They've got a massive following for good reason. Just look at the case. You know, Zelos have got their own style, guys. They've got something about them that are very cool indeed. This is actually a 40mm watch, sapphire crystal, automatic. I believe it's got I think it is the NH35 movement as well. But the finishing is brilliant on these. I have to say, the bracelet is really nice. Very fluid, articulates very well. Look at the finishing on the case. Very nice. Look at that. The swordfish at the back, the engraving. And probably the most impressive thing is their bracelets and the finishing of the case. Nice bezel action as well. Very cool, guys. A very cool watch indeed. I really do like my Zelos. What else have I got? Yeah, just one of the watches that I reviewed recently, the Spinnaker. This Spinnaker watch with the indices floating on top of the dial. Very cool. Very impressed with this, actually. I know it's £500 sterling, but I was very impressed with it, I have to say. It's a very interesting watch by Spinnaker. They're doing very well, I have to say. And I've got a homage, with Gerald Genter homage, you could say, by this company called Recent, sent in on the channel. And I've been wearing this, to be honest with you guys. It's a cool looking watch, and my missus likes it. It does look far more expensive than what it is. It's a quartz watch, by the way, but you know, it's made in Germany. Very cool German engineering, I have to say. And this is sort of taken over my G-Shock, to be fair. It's sort of like a daily wearer, if I'm being totally honest with you guys. So yeah, guys, look, just a little video, a little update why I'm not doing the drive today. The fuel crisis in the UK has hit an all-time low, and I'm just fed up. I'm really bored, just at home. Was gonna, you know, I could get public transport. I'm not one for public transport, to be fair. I enjoy using my car. Even to get into London, I take my car and park up. You know, so it is what it is. You know, the situation is what it is. Back to hit the cross trainer, do a bit of a gym session. You know, and guys, I'll see you probably on the Q&A on Thursday, and I'll probably reveal my new Seiko watch. So keep an eye out for that. I think I broadcast that, I don't know, to be honest. You know, for my UK subscribers, I'll probably look at broadcasting at about 7:30, to be fair. It will be up before 7:30, guys. So guys, take care. Thanks for watching the video. Leave your comments below. Let me know what else you want from me on the channel, and I'll see you in the next video.